It is Thursday morning. So as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, the API report came out yesterday on the crude oil, and it was kind of tight all across the board. He had a small draw of 0.8 million on crude. Gasoline had a small build of 0.6 million, and distillates had a build of 0.2 million. So really a whole lot of nothing right there. But let's just see the EI report will be out on crude oil today at 11 o'clock and for natural gas at 10:30. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas daily chart. Take a look here at the Okudski. Now, you can see here yesterday, okay, we sold right on down and we hit a low of 66.94. So I just said, just watch the bottom of these candles here. It held this one right here at 66.92. Now, your next level obviously is 66.72. But it looks like we put a bottoming tail in here. Now we have a sideways action. So far today's high, we had 68.83. Yesterday's high, 68.86, okay? So that's what you're going to be looking for. First thing is 68.86. And then we're going to look at next upside here is you're looking at is 69.13 level here, okay? And now, if we keep right on rolling here, we can come right here to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 69.74. Then we're going to start running into all this really, really big time resistance. 69.77, which is your 21-day. We have your 8 days sitting here at 69.94. And then we have your 50-day above that there at 70.55 here. But now you can see how this is kind of rolling over, and we just have this sideways action. So we have to see how this is all going to shake out here. But really, when you look at the chart here, you still have a low, a higher low, a higher low, and a higher low kind of a situation here. So we got to see how this all shakes out. Now, again, I said this a zillion times, war premium, war premium, war premium. So there really hasn't been a whole lot of back and forth action here, and I think it has to do with our presidential election. So we got to see how this all shakes out, see if they can get this all negotiated, and maybe a ceasefire situation would take crude oil right on down. Now, again, remember that the OPEC meeting is on December 1st. They're going to decide if they're going to. They really pushed it off, but we got to hear what they say about the overall crude oil, because right now the demand is kind of slowing due to China. Okay, China put a stimulus package in there of $1.4 trillion, but we're going to see how that all going to shake out here. So now here on the downside, what we want to watch is obviously we want to watch to today's low. That's at 67.92. It will come over here to the bottom of this candle, 67.75, and then we'll look here to yesterday's low at that 66.94. If that's lost, you got 66.72 right there, which is basically just the bottom of that candle. If that's lost, we just come right here. Okay, your next target, 66.33, and then we have 65.63, and then 65.27 is your target zone. But right now here, we've just got a sideways action. So let's just see if we can get this a good rally up here to these next levels here and into these simple moving averages. So realistically, just watch yesterday's high, previous day's high, the bottom of that candle, and then we're going to run right into here. But that's going to be your first target. It's going to be that 69.97 level, which is your 21-day, and then your 8-day sitting right at the same thing, pretty much at 69.94. So this is what we're going to be looking for here today if it rallies up here. Now, this could just go sideways, but let's see what that EI report says there at 11 a.m. Okay, natural gas. Well, now usually that EIA report there at 10:30 is usually a market mover. But what we had here is we had this bull flag situation. Okay, then we popped up here, and now we got like a sideways action. Now you can see here where yesterday we got as high as 3.02 level. So this is what we're looking for, is at 3.019 level. So you came right up there, just about right up to this. So now that's what we'll be looking for here on the upside. Okay, so again, if we can break above all that, okay, this 302 level, then what we're going to be doing here is this is the target that we're going to be looking for, is going to be that 3.159. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Just you break up, that's where you're going to be going. Okay. So now on the downside here, what we really want to watch. Oh, I took it the wrong way. Okay. So on the downside here, what you want to watch obviously is today's low. So far is 2.93 level. You're going to be wanting to watch in the top of this candle here. This is 2.91, and then we can just start following these candles all the way down here. You have the bottom there, you have 2.85, and then we can go look to yesterday's low at 2.83, which held that candle very, very nicely. See right across, and then we're going to be looking for this 8 SMA at 2.818. Okay, very, very simple. Again, obviously, if that's lost, we're going to look right here to the bottom here, 2.769. That's your gap, okay? And then we have a fill here. Okay, 2.74. So gap and fill, but that's only if that 8-day is lost. Okay, now right now we're looking here very, very good because the price is above that 8 simple moving average here. We filled this gap here. This is just a little gap here. We haven't done that yet, but let's just see what kind of sideways action. So right now, just trade this range. Okay, so you got 3.02 on top. Okay, and then we have that 8-day on the bottom, 2.81 on the bottom. Okay, so we want to just trade this range until she's either going to break down or she's going to break up. So, okay, so if she breaks up, well, then we know exactly where it's going to go. This is going to be your target level, 3.15. That's not going to get there instantly. It could just creep right on up there here, maybe even end of the week or next week here, but you got to close above this key price channel, which is that 3.02. Okay, RSI here, well, we're only sitting at 59, plenty of room to go. There's no divergences or nothing. We have this green over your red. That shows positive momentum to the upside. And right there, this looks like a really good chart because look at what we have. You have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and we have a higher low. So right now, this is very, very, there's nothing really bearish about this chart. So you just want to just trade this range. I'll be looking for trades here. Let's just see, you know what I'm saying? If it happens to come on down, I'll be looking to buy the UNG. And then if it happens to break up, I'll buy the UNG on strength. Okay, so either way, this is what we're going to get. So in this time period, I'm not going to be looking for that KOLD, but who knows? It just might be a nice, good short all the way down here. Let's see how this all shakes out. Okay, now remember on the crude oil here, just if it does rally up here, all this, the 21-day, the 8-day, the 50-day, be strong resistance, just like what we had here. Okay, see how it went in there, and I'm not saying it can't pop up, but it's got to close above. Very, very strong resistance here. So if it does rally up here, you definitely want to sell some into it. If it comes all the way down and holds yesterday's low, then that could be a good buying opportunity here. We'll be trading between this range of 66.72 and that 69.97 level. Okay. All right. That's what I got for you now. Remember that EIA report for natural gas will be at 10:30. And then for crude oil, for natural gas, and then at crude oil, it'll be at 11 o'clock. But remember, at 8:30 today, the PPI number, that's going to be very, very key. Producer index there. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, so that's what you want to watch at 8:30. That's going to measure inflation. So we got to see what the Fed did. Yesterday, we had the CPI. And it came in exactly as expected, but it's still, that inflation still is high. So I don't know about them cutting rates here. They're maybe looking at a quarter point, but let's just see how that shakes out, okay? But remember that PPI at 8:30 today. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.